Good morning, everyone. I am ready to start my day, and I'm starting it off with an Uber Eats shop and pay at Walgreens right behind me. Man, it's going to be a hot one. It's already to 80 degrees. It's going up to 90 something today. I don't know what that 90 something is, but 90 something, but it's going to be a hot one. So guys, let's officially kick off today and let's go make some money. Shop and deliver was done. I had 2 substitutions, not too bad. It was an 8-item shop and deliver, but done. And it was literally going 2 blocks away, so what's not to love about that? So next order, McDonald's right behind me, $7.25, DoorDash. So after this, already this morning, I already did a Grubhub earlier. Now I have a DoorDash, and now I'll have an Uber Eats done. So yay, all 3 platforms done first thing in the morning. So let's go in and go grab this next order. I just went into I call it the breakfast time lull, where you have between that breakfast and lunch, and orders just aren't coming in. Yeah, I just went through them, but it's all good because I just took an Uber Eats order for bagel place right there. So I'm gonna go in, see whether it's ready, and hopefully be on my way. Uber came through with this $20 stacked order, so score. I went home for a little bit, and now I am taking this DoorDash order right here. So that's what I'm working on right now, but I don't know if they're working on cell phone towers around here, but there's legitimately no service. I had a hard time saying I was at the restaurant. I never had any problems checking into my local Chinese restaurant, and then it took me about a mile before I can actually say I was at the restaurant. Oh, it was a mess. But finally I'm on my way, and I know where I am going finally. So I'm almost at drop off. Let's get this one done, and we're gonna continue on. Next order is Uber Eats. I'm a little reluctant to take this. I'm hoping my instincts are right. It's $11 order. It's saying it's 5-ish miles if I remember correctly. It's going to Bubba Coos, not my normal Bubba Coos, but I'm on a different side of town Bubba Coos. But I've been here before. The reason why I'm reluctant to take it is I looked on the map and I looked at the town that they said. So the town that they said is a beach town that is 10 to 15 miles away. According to the map, it's legitimately only 5 miles away. So I took it based off of the map, not based off of what Uber Eats was saying that the town was. So I'm hoping I am not wrong on this order. If not, it could be legitimately a disaster of an order, and they're trying to give me an add-on for $5 for additional 5 miles. So no thank you to that one. And it's not even the same restaurant. I always say it'd be different. I don't mind small add-ons if you're going to the same restaurant. I hate add-ons when you have to go to 2 separate restaurants, because I feel like you're not getting paid for the work that you are doing on these orders. So, okay, I am trying to find a parking spot and go pick up this order. Survey says Uber Eats was wrong with the address. Thank God it's only going the next town over, and I was right on my instinct. So score 1 for Kim, score a 0 for Uber? Is that how it works? Score 1 for Kim, 0 for... I don't know how that works. But anyway, Kim was right. Uber was wrong. That's all that matters. Okay, everyone, I am ready to start my night. I took a shop and deliver with Uber for the very first order of the night, which is right here, which I had to talk about my shop and deliver from earlier. There's stuff to talk about that one. So let's get it shopped, and I'll come back as I'm driving and we'll talk about the one I had from earlier. So guys, let's go get our hustle on. So if you guys remember, one of my very first orders of the day was a shop and pay with Uber for $13.73. I'll be honest, I forgot how many items it really was. But when I did the shop, one item they didn't have. I sent her a picture of what they did have available, and she said, "Don't worry about it, refund my money." Okay, refunded the money. There was another item, this one I do remember, it was a 6-pack of Fuji water. And they only had like the big bottles, and I said, well, I can get the big bottles, just not the pack. So she chose as the customer, chose to get a small pack of Poland spring water instead. Not that big of a deal. In contact with a customer, gave them really great customer service, substituted, took away an item, the whole 9 yards. I drop off the order, everything's fine. She actually even messaged me that I don't have to come up to her, it was an apartment, I don't have to come up to the apartment, just leave it at the door and she'll come get it. Thank you, that's really nice of you. So when I was home, I looked because the dollar amount seemed off, and lo and behold, the customer reduced my tip. And as I was thinking as I was driving, is this technically a form of tip baiting, or did she tip appropriately because she didn't receive the products that she originally intended to get? Because I can honestly see it from a little bit from a customer's perspective. I'm making this up, $40 worth of stuff. My driver only found $20 worth of stuff, but I'm still tipping on a $40 order. So why should I pay the driver X amount of money still? To me, that's kind of the logic, I think, of the way a customer would actually think about it. Not that I agree with it at all, because I'm thinking if I did that, if I was the one who ordered, I would still give whatever I put as a tip to the driver, I would still give it to them, because they still shopped for all the items even though they didn't have it. It's not the driver's fault that the Walgreens is where I went, didn't have the items. They still did all the work, they still did all the shopping, they still deserve the full amount of tip that I intended them to get. So that's how I personally would do it if I was a customer. But from a driver's perspective, I'm like, man, that really freaking stinks. I'm like, not that it's that big of a deal. It was $2. Not that it was like the be-all, do-all. But then I'm thinking, is this like really a form of tip baiting? I gave them really good customer service. I went up and beyond for them. I tried to substitute what I could substitute. And you still reduced my tip, even though I put in all of the work to do the original order. It's not my fault as a driver that Walgreens didn't have the items that you were looking for, but yet as a driver, I'm getting penalized because I did all the work, but because the Walgreens didn't have the items, they reduced my tip. So I'm just curious on what you guys think. Is this a form of tip baiting, or is just a matter of fact of the customer just reduced the tip just because she didn't get the products or whatever she ordered, and why should I pay the driver because I didn't get what I want? Just curious on what you guys think of. Do you think it stinks from a driver's perspective? I think it stinks because anytime from a driver you put in the work and you lose money, it's not a good feeling at all. But anyway, put it in the comments. I want to know what you guys actually think about this and what your opinion is. Right before drop off of the shop and deliver, I got this order on Grubhub for Wendy's. I'm like, heck yeah. So I took it. I literally was getting the food in my hot bag and another Grubhub order came through, I guess because I said I was leaving, and so I took that one too. So I just dropped off the Wendy's order and I am now on my way to a local pizza place to go pick up this next order. So combined with the two Grubhub orders, it's gonna be like a $24 order. So scored. Look at Grubhub come through for another order right before a drop off. But I'll be honest, I thought it was a single order and it ended up being a batched order. That I'm not too crazy about. I have to be completely honest. I wouldn't have probably taken it if I knew it was a batched order, but it's still an $11 order, low miles, so why not? That's what I say. So almost at drop off of my last one, and anyway, so I'm on my last drop off of this batched order and then it will be done. Have you guys ever made that mistake, think it's like a single and then ends up being batched, or am I the only dork that actually did that? What can I say? Live and learn, as they say. But I don't think it's that bad of a mistake. It's an $11 mistake. How bad could that be, right? Still making money. I'm justifying it in my head. DoorDash finally comes through with an order right here. Only problem is I hope Chipotle has it ready. That's usually half the battle. So I'm gonna go in and go. Yay, it was ready. I feel like I won the lottery. Maybe I won the Chipotle lottery, but it was ready, so let's get it delivered. I got this order before my last drop off and I'm like, heck yeah, go Grubhub. That's exciting. So I'm on my way to the restaurant now. I just did the drop off. First of all, the house is absolutely ridiculously gorgeous and I delivered there before. The first day, it's always a kid who orders DoorDash. And I know it's a kid because he called me once and he just said hello to me from whatever window. He was yelling hello to me. He can't be like a day over 12. But the last time I had that house, I was on a stacked order for Chipotle too, so he must really like Chipotle. And I was going towards the first house and I get a phone call and I answer it and it's this you're not going the right direction. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, I have a first house to drop off first, and then I'll be to your house. Oh, okay. And then this time, he literally opened the window and said, hi. I'm like, hi. So it's literally a kid who orders Chipotle from that house almost every time, but repeat customer. But anyway, I am on my way to this Grubhub order for $15. Okay, everyone, I am about ready to go into 30 Burgers to pick up my next order. And guys, if you're driving, please stay safe and healthy. Remember, kindness is always free. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.